Ladies and gentlemen, grab your tea and get ready for Tea Talk, where the topics are real, relevant, and relaxing. It's Tea Talk time, and here's Lady O.
Thank you, Tracy. And I am so happy to be here today and to see all of you wonderful people who have signed on already. Good afternoon to each of you. It's going to be a wonderful afternoon. I am so excited. So you need to get ready to hear all the wonderful things that we have for you today and my wonderful guest. Now, listen, we're so excited because the women's conference is coming up next Friday. That's right. On Friday the 16th, we will start off our great and grand women's conference with a happy hour, and we're going to just get drunk on the Spirit of God and the love and fellowship of one another. It's going to be genuine. We'll have a lot of fun for you. There are some surprises. I don't want to give it away. So the thing you need to do is just be there. You know, ladies, we don't take enough time for ourselves. Can I get an amen? We rip and run for everybody else. And, you know, you just have to sometimes say, enough is enough. I know the clothes need washing. I know the children need to be this, and I know that, and I know this. But Friday is going to be, it's all about me. So leave your children at home, get a sitter, whatever. Just like we do when we go to work. We find somewhere to take, we can't take them to work, right? So we need to just spend some time just pampering ourselves, doing some self-care, some self-love, and come out, meet some new people, come out and network. If you've got a business, you know, maybe some other people there you can share some things with. But we just want to make it be all about you and make you feel special. All right. And so then Saturday morning, we're going to, and on Friday night, we're going to talk about fashion. We'll have some games and prizes. It's going to be amazing. So you definitely want to do it. This fashion is going to be talking about for all figures. You know, we got those that are curvy and those that are, you know, kind of straight. Those are tall, those that are short. So we're going to be talking about, hey, you're speaking when you go out and when you dress. So let's make sure we're speaking the right language, right? Okay. And then that Saturday morning at 9 a.m., we have an appointment with the doctor, Dr. Love, remember? And she's going to get our hearts ready to receive all of the wonderful sessions, all of the wonderful speakers, all the singing and the praying and the praising. We're going to get our hearts ready, open, so we can receive all of those things on Saturday. It's going to be wonderful. Now, look, Saturday, we do have a breakfast for you that morning. We do have lunch for you as well. It's not going to be a big feast. It's going to be something good, nutritious, and it's going to be something to tie you over. Because listen, we're not coming for food. We just don't want you to be sick, or we don't want you to be hungry. But we're coming because God has given something to this conference that is especially for us, and we're coming to get it. And it's going to make us a better woman, you know, a better sister, a better person, a better wife, a better community activist. It's going to make us be a well-rounded woman, not just focus in one area. You know, we do many things. We as women, God has called us to do many things. He's gifted us to do many things. And we're going to learn about who you are and how you can become all that God wants you to be. So that's going to be on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'll close it out with a message that God has given me. You don't want to miss it. And that's going to be at 8 o'clock at First Met. We will also show it on line at 10. Now, the good thing about this conference, I know some of you are still a little bit hesitant with with the coronavirus that's going around. Well, let me tell you, I heard something this morning. One of the pastors said, he said, a lot of us have been vaccinated, but we think our vaccinations don't work when we go to church. They work, the same vaccination that works in Sam's and H-E-B and at the nail salon and the hair salon, that same vaccination, it works in church. So we got to come out. Now, we're going to protect ourselves, and we do have the sanitizing of, you know, our hands and the equipment and tables. We do have masks for you. Oops, I let out one of the surprises, but we're going to have some special things for you. Everybody will be masked up. if you feel that you don't want to wear a mask, we're not going to force you to wear a mask because some people have been vaccinated. And the truth is, sometimes I get so clogged up with the mask, I need to take it off for a minute. But when you're talking to people, when you're in close proximity, we're going to ask that you wear your mask, kind of keep your distance, because we want to protect each other. Just because you don't mind doesn't mean the other person doesn't mind. So can we just do a mutual respect? And so we're going to take all of our precautions, but it's time, ladies. It's time for us to come out. It's time for us. We weren't meant to be alone. We weren't meant to be stuck up in a house for a whole year. So I don't know about you, but I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So listen, that's kind of an overview of what we're going to do, but I have some more things for you. If you will go to our website, you can register there. Also on our Facebook page, there is a QR code and there's a little link. If you just click the links that are going around, and they'll put them in the different chat rooms and things like that. If you'll just click there, it takes you straight to registration. It doesn't take very long. And the good thing about registering before you come, you can register at the door, but we have 100 spots that we have saved and prayed over that we are going to bless that 100. Because you guys are so special. You're an answer to my prayers, right? And I've talked to God about you, 100. And so for the 100 people, the first 100 that registers gets free t-shirt. Now the t-shirts are worth $25. So you need to go ahead and do that. That's giving you $25 to come. And then also we have some other gifts that we're going to give you. And I just told you about one. It's going to be free. We're going to have these beautiful mascots with our little mascot and our theme on it. So we got a ton of little gifts for you like that are freebies that you're going to love. Now, listen, one of the gifts that we're going to give, I'm going to talk to you about it in a minute because our guest who created them is on here with us. Before we go there, I would like for Tracy to come and talk to us about another incentive we have. She has come up with it, and she and her significant other, her husband, have come up with this wonderful idea. You know, we live in a social media world, right? So she's going to have a class or course to talk to you about social media, but she also has an incentive to get you involved in learning social media. So Tracy, I know your husband talked about this a little bit, but now it's your turn. Tell us about this hashtag.
Well, yeah, we know how social media has just transformed our lives. I mean, everything is about social media. Everything gets moved along in social media, and you can post something today and you have 10,000 followers the next day. So it's very important. But one of the things that we were talking about, my husband and myself, is the incentive for social media. So here it is. There will be a $50 incentive for the team member who promotes the women's conference the most from today until the start of the conference with the hashtag I am speaking.
Okay.
So the person who does the most with the hashtag I am speaking gets a $50 gift card. And then at the end,
okay, let's stop right there. Stop right there because I want to make sure it's clear. And your voice is a little bit saucy. You might need to talk a little bit louder. So this hashtag, I know that's the one that's like the number sign, right? That's hashtag.
Right.
I am speaking or we're speaking. Which one is it?
I am speaking.
I am speaking. Okay.
So hashtag I am speaking.
Hashtag I am speaking. And if you promote the conference with that, then y'all gonna be able to not realize who's in the most.
We'll be able to tell who posts that, who used that the most, and the person who promoted that the most will receive a gift card. So every time you promote that, your name will be able to see how many times you did that.
Okay, very good. And so for those of us that may not know how to hashtag, I don't know, does everybody know how to hashtag? Come on, y'all just keep it real. If you don't know how to do it, can you just tell me in the chat room?
And I use, and I think somebody put it on there, the hashtag I am speaking, but I use Twitter. And when I put it on there, I will maybe copy and paste your poster with the conference information. And then
you gotta go slow. Okay. So you're going to Twitter, right? Or which one did you say? Twitter or Instagram?
I'm going to use Twitter. I think some people use Instagram. I use Twitter.
Okay.
And then I'm going to copy and paste your information that shows the conference information. So it has.
Okay. Let's go to the next step. Hold on. You're going fast because some of
Okay.
these people don't know it all, right?
Okay.
Okay. So you go to our website or you go to our Facebook page.
Right.
And you find the flyer.
Yes.
And you take the flyer and you share it to your Instagram or to your Facebook or to
I copy it.
YouTube.
I can copy it to all of them, but I'm going to copy it and paste it on my Facebook. I can do my Instagram. I can do my Twitter.
Okay. Very good. So I'm with you now. So after you copy and paste it to yours, then do you put on there the hashtag in your notes?
Right. Right after that, in my notes, all right, I'm going to put in my notes, hashtag I am speaking, and then post. That's it.
And then you post. After you put the hashtag in the notes, then you push post.
Yes.
Oh, I got it. I can do it now. I wasn't really confident, and I didn't know you could do all of them, but you need to do Instagram, you need to do YouTube, all of those, and all you do is copy it and paste it in yours, put in the hashtag I am speaking, and then send or post.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
very good. And so that's before the conference. So that's going to be before it actually starts on Friday of the 16th.
Right.
Okay. And then that's a $50 gift card. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we have another incentive. And this one is for this will be $50 incentive for the attendees or the participants who post the most about the women's conference during the conference. So pictures, just messages that you're sending, and you're using the hashtag run tell that. Hashtag run tell that.
Okay. All right. And so we'll give you more information when you get to the conference, but this is for virtual people as well as people that are in present. And so what I think the whole thing about that was we want you to give as much information like pictures out that you have at the conference, you know, a thought, you get a thought from somebody that's you take that very well and it helped you, then you can send that off too. Okay, I think we got it. So they get a $50 gift card as well.
Right. Hashtag run tell that. There we go. Somebody put that in.
Okay. And I think it's let's see, run tell that. Okay, that's fine. At first we talked about now run tell. I think can we put now in there? Is that too long?
Now run tell that. We can do that.
Yeah. Let's put it because that's what it is. It's now run tell that.
Okay.
So put an now in front of that. Okay. Now run tell that. And the whole thing of it is that we want, and that's what's going to be on the back of our t-shirts, guys. Okay. So what we want to do is as we learn this information, we want to make sure that we share it with others, other women, other people, and make it really reach around the world. Okay. So you can post pictures and information, your own selfies, whatever you want to do, but we want to get that out there to see the wonderful time that we're having at the conference. Okay, Tracy, I know
just remember the first one is for now until the conference. So there's two different hashtags. Just make sure you use the right one.
Use the right one before the conference and the one during. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Now I know you're going to also be talking about. You can have a session too that you're going to be talking about social media, and some of these people that don't know how to do these hashtags and stuff, they really probably need to come, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything is hashtag and retweeting and tweeting. Right. So yeah, you need to come on in so we can get on board with how to do that and how to do it safely. Yeah.
I know your part too. You were talking about how you're going to be telling the people how to be on Facebook with an appropriateness and a safetyness, because it can be your friend, but it can be your foe if you say the wrong thing. So I can't wait to hear all about that. So guys, listen, we're in a world now where social media is it. So you may as well come out of the closet and come get your head out of the sand and learn about social media. And Tracy's going to be able to teach you about it. And you can ask any questions and learn how to do things even more than hashtag. You learned something today, how to hashtag. Okay. So she's going to teach you how to do all those old things really well too. All right. Thank you, Tracy. We'll look forward to seeing you at the conference. Can't wait to see your course, be in your course. All right, now, The next one I want to talk about is a young lady. I was telling you that we have another special gift for you for the first 100. And you know, I met this young lady and I have just been amazed at her because she is an entrepreneur, and I always want to tell her age wrong. So I'm gonna let her tell you how old she is and a little bit more about. But Soraya, would you come on and say hello to the audience? And then we're gonna talk about what you're gonna be sharing and giving them away, this information and this little gift bag. Hi, Soraya.
Hello.
How are you, Soraya?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, doing good. Well, you are our featured entrepreneur for the year for this conference, and because you're so young, we want to exceptionally, you know, honor you. How old are you?
I am 12 years old, going on 13 next year.
Yeah.
In February, yes.
In February. What's your birthday in February?
14th, on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day. Did you know I was born on February 7th?
Oh wow. My
Yeah.
little sister was born on the 6th. So that's very nice. So that's very nice. That's very convenient.
We're gonna have a party.
Of course, of course, of course.
Well, listen, I still was saying that you were 13, but I knew it was very, very young, but 12. So you're an entrepreneur, and we're going to show them at the end the little goodies we've got together to give to them. But tell us about how you became an entrepreneur, your dreams or how you wanted to become. You can tell us.
Well, it all started with, of course, like social media. I never knew that you can have your own online business, and so I looked more into it, and I just started, you know, researching, and then eventually I told my parents about it. They were very excited. I was very excited, and it came up to the point where I ordered my first things, like my first you know,
supplies,
ingredients to start making stuff.
Right.
To sell, but I wasn't selling it. I was just, you know, experimenting to like make the formula right and everything. And then eventually I got it, and then I made my logo, and then everything was going amazing. And then I eventually got my first pop-up shop. I did really great, and then I started, you know, getting more people to you know, follow me, to support me, and I'm just really, really happy that everybody was so happy to support me.
Yes.
And I was really happy about it. It was amazing, and I'm glad that I did this business because I feel different, and it has changed my life completely.
Yes, so. Wonderful. Well, listen, you're going to be at the conference, but before we talk about, you know, you being at the conference, because I know people can come out and find out more because they're going to want this product. But my prayer, I mean, after meeting you, and y'all can see why I just fell in love with her, and I just wanted to offer her the moon. What can I do to help? You know, because I want her to become a millionaire. And the product that she offers, the products, we all use them. So let me show you what the first 100 people are going to get. Okay. So Soraya has made these beautiful, is it on me? Okay, there you go. She's made these beautiful little gift bags, and the first 100 people are going to get these bags. And inside, let me tell you what's inside. I'm gonna go ahead and show you because you definitely want to make sure you get it. And one of these things, she's going to tell me what it is because I don't know what that is. But anyway, one of them I know is this a scrub, a body scrub, looks like. Why don't you tell me what this is? Because I know what this one is because I use this a lot. Lipstick. Okay.
It's a little sample here. I can't see you.
You can't see me? Okay. Tell me about the lipstick.
The lipstick, it's actually the lipstick, it's like a lip gloss, but it's a very nice, you know, red, and it shows up on the lips, and that's what makes it very, you know, unique.
Right.
It's a very nice loud color, you know?
Yes, I love the color. You know, I love red. And this is a sample. I'm just getting a sample for you guys because I cannot afford to buy y'all the whole package. But this is a sample for you to try. And then you can order the bigger one from Soraya when you come, okay? You try it out. And then this one here, let me open it up. It's in a little sample thing here. Is this body butter? It looks like it is.
Yeah, so that is a body butter sample size. The scent is rose, so it has a rose scent to it, and it's very nice. And then when you put it on your arm, it melts into the skin, and that's what makes it really, really, really
Oh,
nice.
I love it. I love it. It makes it, give you that little shine, and we're going without stockings these days, so I definitely need these for my legs to get that ash. Y'all know how we do sometimes get a little ashy. And this right here, is this a scrub?
Yeah, that one is a lip scrub. It is
A lip scrub, huh?
That is a natural mint lip scrub.
Oh, eucalyptus it smells like.
It has
I love it.
It has peppermint in it.
Is it peppermint? I know it's something like this. I love this. So this is something else they can purchase. Now, you're going to have to help me with this. So what is this?
So that is a lip applicator. So you have, that's the lip applicator. So when you open it and then you take the scrub, you just use it, and it exfoliates it on the lips, and it just really makes it really nice and smooth.
So you said exfoliate. So does this go with the scrub?
Yes, that one goes with the scrub.
Okay,
so
because I didn't know what this was. I was like, is this supposed to be for my teeth? I didn't know what it was supposed to be.
It's not a toothbrush. It's not a toothbrush.
Okay.
Yeah, so you take the scrub and you put it on the applicator, and then you just do it in the sink, and it just makes it really nice and smooth.
To clean your lips.
Yes, it takes all the dead skin and bacteria off, and it's vegan, gluten-free.
Vegan and gluten-free, that's good because a lot of us are gluten sensitive, so that's really good. And vegan-free, not that I am vegan-free, I like fried chicken and stuff like that, but it's good to know the products don't have any harmful things in it, so that's good. Well, listen, I love this little bag and little red roses in there, and you got some chocolate kisses, so each person, the first 100 will get this. Now, after 100, you're going to buy your own, but it's a good sample for you to see. And then after you sample it, I want you to go and buy some. And so in the little bag that we have for you is going to be her business card, so you can, get it yourself. But she'll be there at the conference, so you can talk to her and get whatever it is you need. She will supply. Okay. Thank you, Soraya. We'll see you at the conference.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Bye-bye, millionaire. I speak it to be so. Amen. I love her. All right. Now, listen, this next lady is a businesswoman, too. And she's a little bit older, not much, but she's a little bit older. But I love her. She has gone through and comes from a very shy past, where she was very maybe not as secure with herself as that she could start a business and that she could be, in control of her own business and so forth. So she's gone from there. She was a little overweight, and she lost all this weight, and she started, looking beautiful. She looks like a totally different person, and she has started a business where she is it. She started and created it. So Miss Amy Joy, would you come and say hello to Tea Talk?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you look so beautiful. I have to, when you come to the conference, you have to bring some of your before pictures, because people will not probably realize, because how much weight did you lose?
65 pounds.
65 pounds. Okay, so she has a lot of wealth of information and knowledge that she can share with you. But tell me about your business and how you got started.
Yes, so my business is called Breaking Limitations, and it all started with the weight loss journey that I wanted to lose weight because of health reasons. I was very depressed. I was very shy. I was everything was just limiting me from doing what God has called me to do, because God wanted me to be able to speak before people. I was too afraid to even talk to 2-3 people. I couldn't just do it. And of course, even with the weight, I had all these health challenges going on. And so when I started my journey, God started teaching me just God started teaching me that everything starts with the mind. And even during the conference, I just want us to, I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because our mind plays a big part in the limitations that we believe about ourselves. And so one of the things I wanted to share is that your limitations, anything that is limiting you from doing what God has called you to do, is a lie from the enemy. And so you have to be able to, for you to be able to see results in your life, for you to be able to see those prophecies that have been said about you come to pass, you have to be able to change your mindset. And
Yes.
And so what I'll be discussing even in the conference, I'll be able to give you some tips on how to be able to connect that, because a lot of times we've been taught about the spiritual part, and we are very strong in the spiritual part, but we don't know how to connect it so that we can see manifestation. So if you're struggling in seeing manifestations in your life, if you're struggling in seeing results in your life, you need to sign up for the conference and make sure that you come and listen to these tips that I'll be able to give you. God has been so gracious to me that he chose me to go through this whole journey. But in the process of going through the journey, he's given me the tips that I think we are missing in this day and time. And so and I just wanted to share something small, like when we are a spirit, we live in a body. In order for God to communicate, in order for us to see results from the spirit realm to the earth realm, God uses our mind. So if our mind is faulty, if our mindset is faulty, if our mindset is not where it's supposed to be, then we will never see those results. We can fast as much as we want, we can dance and shout and pray and do all those things, but we will not see results, and we will say that God doesn't fulfill his word. But the truth of the matter is God has given us everything we need so that we can be able to become everything that he's called us to be. And we have to start with our mind. So you want to make sure that you sign up for this conference, because we're going to give you specific tips that you're going to be practical tips that you're going to be able to use, so you can be able to walk from your prophetic word into manifestation. And that's what God has actually done for me, even in my own personal life. In a short period of time, he has moved me from where I was. It started with my weight loss journey, and I thought I was actually going to be a wellness coach, but God changed it and told me the same principles you learned in your weight loss journey are the same principles you need to learn in what I've called you to do, in the ministry that I've called you to do, the lives I've called you to impact. Those are the same principles that you have to use, but it all starts with the mind. So we are going to break those limitations, because this is the right season, not just for this is the right season for women. So we have to be in tune with what is going on right now, with what God is doing. God is raising up women to do things that women were not supposed to do, or things we never thought women would be able to do. We never thought women would be able to lead certain corporations, but now we are seeing women getting those positions. We never thought we'd see women balancing out so many different things in their lives and being able to see great results. But now we are seeing those things happening. So you don't want to miss out. So make sure you make sure you sign up today, so you can have your spot. You can be among the 100 who will be able to get those special bags. And I'm so proud of the young entrepreneur, because that's my heart right there. We have Breaking Limitation Kids, and so I love to see where kids are learning to discover their purpose early. So guys, make sure you sign up for this conference. I am so excited, and thank you, and I'm so honored to be part of the conference.
Amen. Amen. Well, we're so glad to have you too. And I know you have been to the conferences before, and you share with me too what a great impact the conference had on you. So, so do you remember the conference that you came, that the impact and how it kind of changed?
Yes, and actually that conference that's where my journey actually started, because I was in a very low place in my life, and they just talked about the mind. And I even bought one of the books. One of the speakers had the book. It's something about changing your mindset or something like that. And I read that book, and during that conference, God started working in me, and I think what the illustration I gave you was like, it's like my whole life was in black and white, and then suddenly I was able to see in color. And that's the change that I was able to see, dramatic change. So guys, if you haven't signed up for the conference, this is not just any other conference. Make sure you sign up, because just the same way God changed my life and just did all this transformation, he wants to do the same for you, because there's greatness inside of everybody. And just because you're looking at your life and looking at your past and you're looking at your track record and you don't look like what God says you are, it doesn't matter, because we serve a God who is able to do the impossible. He's able to transform us. He's able to do unbelievable things. So just know that if God said it in the Bible, it's your promise, and you can become everything that God called you to be. And that's what we're going to be discussing during the conference.
Wow. I mean, I'm just amazed, because I do remember, certain times you have little flashbacks of the conference. I remember seeing you, and the lights were out and the tears were just flowing so much. And I could just see God releasing it and draining, cleansing. I could actually see that transformation coming forth. And I was like, oh my God, those are the kind of things that we see God do. We do all we can do. But when you see the Lord and the Holy Spirit at work, it's just something you never forget. So I won't forget. Well, we're anxious to come to your course and see what you have to say to us, because I know what God did for you. You're going to help God do things for other women. So can't wait to see you at the conference. Thank you.
Yes.
Joy.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And this next guest that I have on today, is a young lady who is just on fire for the Lord. And she is the kind that, I mean, when you get in her presence, you can just feel the spirit, just bubbling up. She's just so much energy that God has given her. And she has no qualms. She has no hesitation about sharing what God has done for her and how he, is so much a part of her life. So I want her to come on, because she was here at the conference. Latasha, would you come on and say hello and share? Hey.
Hi.
Well, I wanted you to come and share, because you said something to me about the conference from last year. We were just getting locked down of the pandemic, and we were all locked in, but we had it virtually. And you were saying how you really enjoyed that conference. And so what happened in the conference last year for you?
First of all, I'm just so happy to be on this Tea Talk. You're really making me laugh. And I'm just excited to be around women of God and chit-chatting with you. So thank you first for just letting me be on here. And it's so funny because, we were in lockdown. And as I'm just hearing people talk, Soraya and Joyce and sharing, what they do and where they've come from, I really think that that's what I enjoyed about the conference last year. I haven't mentioned, but we were making hearts last year. And on the hearts, we were putting different scriptures that were empowering us and, just getting us through, different things, because everyone had so many great topics to discuss. We're going to be discussing great topics this year. But I used those hearts and I put them on the back of my vision board.
Wow.
And it was really great because a lot of that vision just really accelerated. My life has shifted a lot, in the last, few months, but it was that I keep going back to. It's really just the foundation of the scriptures and just hearing everyone's testimonies and what they have done and what they have accomplished and where they are. I mean, again, a 12-year-old entrepreneur. Wow. And that's just one of the speakers that are going to be at the conference. So I just can only imagine. It's just good to be around that energy. That's what I look forward to the most.
Right. And so kind of what you're saying and what I'm hearing everybody say, that the conference is so inspiring, and then it also empowers you to do greater, to go in and do greater things. And I know you have a little boy.
I do.
3?
I have a 3-year-old little boy, and I'm a part of the First Mets Mommy and Me, and even those mommies. I mean, really we're helping each other along, because the mothers we all have gone through something this year,
Yeah.
whether that's been, sicknesses and,
Yeah.
miscarriages, like, not to get into, too deep into it, but we've truly come together. And
Yeah.
then on top of us being on lockdown, on top of the whole freeze.
Yeah.
And so even that being, with, each
Right.
other and empowering each other as mothers, because we're all going to go through stuff. And so
Right,
it's just
right.
good to be around a group of women that are praying for you.
Yeah. And I wanted to give a plug for Mommy and Me. Mommy and Me is a community life group for our young adult moms. And so they do some wonderful things. They're getting ready to go on a retreat. And I
Yes.
saw y'all's menu and stuff. So I'm gonna have to see how I can get by there one day to get some of that food y'all are doing at
We're going to the
day or
spa
something.
too. Yeah, we're
Right.
cooking. We're going to the spa. I'm
Yeah.
excited about that. We're gonna
So
have
if you are looking for a group, if you're a young mommy and you want to be a part of a really great group, you can ask Latasha about that. She'll hook you up with that.
Yeah.
But I remember you really talking a lot about the pediatrician we had last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she grew up in the church and she's this great pediatrician, and she came in and spoke, and you specifically remembered Dr. McDonald.
Yes. I forgot to hit on that, but she actually made me go back to my pediatrician and check on some things. I can't remember the topic specifically, but she really got into just the whole, it made you look at parenting a little bit differently too.
Yeah.
So I had to check with my pediatrician, but she's not local, but she just had she shared just really great information with me when we were on the conference.
She did. She was amazing. I think, and the thing about her, that's why I say you need to come, because, you might say, well, she's a pediatrician, but she started talking about all the different developmental stages of children. And it wasn't just babies. She helped a lot of us with, developmental stages or whatever our kids were in, not just babies. So, well, I'm excited about that. And I also wanted to thank you too, because I know you told me you were so inspired about the conference that you wanted to give a sponsorship.
I am.
To your company. Tell us about your real estate.
Okay, so this is a combined effort. So one, we were able to shoot the marketing videos out of my office, and I just really want to thank my broker for really seeing all that the conference is doing. It's really about women empowerment for me, and I love that my broker, he has hired so many women, and we're so all phenomenal. Like, you're meeting one of 130 agents, and so we are the largest brokerage in the state of Texas, the Black-owned brokerage in the state of Texas. And so to be empowered by him and him wanting to contribute and donate was a really big deal. And so I wanted him to join with me, because I was like, I'm going to sponsor anyway. But I reached out to my broker to make sure that, Legacy Homes and Properties really uplifted and really empowered women, because that's what we're all about. So I'm really excited.
Well, listen, we'll have that in the chat. We'll put the Legacy Home, say again.
Legacy Homes and Properties.
Homes and Properties. Legacy Homes and Properties. So we'll have all that information too as we do our sponsors. We put them in the booklet and we promote them, because we really want to promote businesses and especially one that's supporting Black female women and wanted to sponsor. If you have a business, then you too can give to the conference to sponsor. And so there are different levels. If you're interested, we do promote your business. We'll put it back in. We have a bulletin that's going to go out to our whole congregation on Sunday morning. It'll go to everybody at the conference, so to reach a lot of people. And so this will be a good way to give back to the community that's doing something really great for the women, the mommies, the wives, okay, the single ladies. All right.
All of them.
Well, listen, I can't wait to see you at the conference.
Thank you so much, Lady O, for allowing me to join. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much. We'll see you this weekend.
See you.
All right, listen, I'm going to go quickly here and talk about just real briefly some of the different topics, and then we have some people here, some of my team. They're going to be talking about each one of them, which one they want to talk about. So let me see. Where's my little book here? I'm going to read you these topics, and they can go and pick out the one that they want to talk about, okay? The one that says, we talked about earlier, but Shelley can talk about that. Divorce is not a death sentence. Just like because you're divorced does not mean your life is over, okay? Once a parent, always a parent. This is a mother-daughter team. It's an adult daughter and a mother learning how to parent adult children. Okay. Social media etiquette. We talked about that already. Marriage God's way. This is for the seasoned couples who need to kind of spice things up, need to correct some things, and maybe get that little tune up to give you some strength to keep on keeping on in that marriage. We're going to have that one, and then there'll be another marriage course that's called For Better or Worse, and this is for newlyweds, young adult couples who are needing to help with that foundation. I was young and married once before, and it was not easy. And so if you can get over those first, as they say, 7 years or whatever, you can probably make it. But a lot of times people get divorced before a few years because it is difficult to be married. I'm not going to say it is easy. Then this one, parenting young children and juggling your career. And this one is going to talk about, hey, I'm a career woman, but I still raise my kids. I still make sure they have this. I still take time for myself and self-care to do things in the church and so forth. How do you juggle all of that? Okay. And then this one is all the single ladies, it says single but not desperate. Can I get an amen? I am single, but I am not desperate. Learn how to date for data and not out of desperation. Okay. Can I get an amen? Anybody else here give me an amen? Come on, let me hear it. Okay. And then we have another one that's cooking easy meals. We're going to tell you we all have these busy lives. How do you get in the kitchen, get something cooked real fast that's good? Because we're eating too much fast food. We're wasting. Go ahead and add up how much money you spend every week on eating out. How much for breakfast? You're going to spend about $8. I know the menu. Okay, for lunch, you're going to spend about $12. And for dinner, you're going to spend anywhere from $18 to $25. And if you go to the high-end places, you're going to spend $35 to $100. Okay, that's a lot of money. And some of you eat out every day. You need to learn how to cook some quick and easy meals. So come out and do that. We got another one on financing and so forth. So I'm going to stop. Let my team come on and tell me which one, guys. What do y'all want to talk about? Who wants to go first? Shelly, we kind of talked about yours a little bit. You want to talk about what are you going to talk about? You know anything about divorce? You're muted. You are muted.
Thank you, Lady O. Thank you for this opportunity. And yes, I do know about divorce. I have been divorced for 3 years now. And I think about divorce it's like a journey. And it's a journey for me, it was a journey from pain to peace. And God wants us to be whole and he wants us to be healed. Through divorce, for me, the most important thing that I had to do was to forgive my husband, my ex-husband. Yeah. And I had to forgive the woman that he was having an affair with. I had to forgive her too. And so Deborah Frederick and I are going to talk about what is that like? What is that process like? Because like you said, when you first started, at the beginning of the show, at first I wanted to hurt him and her.
Yeah, I did. Let's keep it real.
I really did. Yeah, that's real. I did. I was very angry. I was very upset. I was devastated. So, but God can heal. And yes. God, and that's what he's done for me. And so I want to share, we're both going to share our stories. So it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to give you some tips, some things that you can do. We're going to talk about forgiveness, what it is specifically, and what the process to forgive is. So it's going to be amazing.
All right. Wonderful. Yay. Okay, Flair, what are you excited about? What do you want to see or hear or attend?
Well, the first one I wanted to do was the dating, single but not desperate. But then I'm going to have to go to Tracy, because when she was talking about that hashtag and all that stuff and, putting the stuff, I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I have no clue. So I think I need to go get Tracy to help me to figure this technology out, because my daughter's getting tired of me asking questions. So I need to hang with Tracy for a little while.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel you. I'm the same way. My grandkids are more patient than my kids. My kids are like, oh, Mom, I just show you how to do that. And the grandkids will be, come on now, and I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, grandkids.
Yes.
All right. Let's see, Tisha. Tisha's gonna be doing some cooking, helping us with the good cooking and recipes. What else are you wanting to? You want to talk about the cooking, or what you're wanting to go check
Well,
out?
I have a quick and easy recipe. It's very simple. It's like a Mexican soup. It's vegetarian and it's really delicious and it's healthy. But I'm really interested in once a parent, always a parent. My daughter will be 20 next month. So,
Oh,
yeah, so I think that we have a really good relationship. But I think that this will help me be a
keep it
better
that
parent
way.
to an adult child.
You want to keep it that way.
Yes, yes. I want to nurture that relationship and continue it with God and with prayer. And I just want to make it stronger. So I'm really interested in that. And I'm excited. I'm really excited about everything. I'm going to be hopping around this place. I'm excited.
Very good, very good. Okay, who do we is Deborah? You are you on, Deborah? Or I'm gonna go to Tracy next. I thought I saw Deborah's name over there. She's been a little under the weather, so I wasn't sure if she signed it or not. But Tracy, let's go ahead and go to you next, and then if we do have Deborah, we'll come back.
Well, of course, with the social media, it's pros and cons with social media, and I want to talk about both because when we went into the pandemic, social media transformed our lives. I mean, we had to go into social media on steroids, and that's how by trade I'm a counselor, and that's how we did business for almost a year in schools. So that was a benefit to us. But then there's so many other things in social media that we deal with in schools and even personally that I want to talk to parents about with our children because they are consumed. Our kids are consumed with social media.
Right.
If you walk out right now, somebody has a phone and they're not even paying attention to you because they're looking at that phone, and it's captivating. And we need to know what our kids are doing and how to monitor that. So that's one of my areas I really want to get into. But then I saw one for mental health, and that's a big one now because we're slowly coming out of this pandemic, and we're seeing a record number of people dealing with high number of depression, anxiety. So that's something I'm interested in because I want to see how we can get this number under control and get people back to normalcy.
All right. Well, let me just say something too about this social media that I'm so, oh my God, I know we really, really need it because I'm hearing, I learned from my grandkids too, but they're telling me about all of the things. For instance, yesterday, my grandson told me that somebody tried to hack their account. And so they got in on this, what's this famous thing that all the kids are looking at? Come on, Johnny, help me out.
TikTok.
Not TikTok, it's the little kids. They're on playing. The boys are playing this game that's called, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway,
the Roblox?
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. If you don't know about Fortnite, you got a kid, boys, you better check it out because that thing has been drawing them in and getting into their mind. They can't even hear you. It's almost like hypnotizing. But anyway, grown people are playing it and little kids are playing it. So he says somebody tried to engage them in a conversation and we've already trained them. And the mom and dad have really gave them some cautions and things not to do. So the first thing they asked is, who are you? And they said, I don't know. Okay, what do you mean you don't know? So immediately they blocked him out and left. It didn't go back into a conversation. I know there's a big thing now that even the girls, come fly me out. I'm on the phone doing showing pictures, inappropriate pictures, and I got a Cash App, and you put the money in there. I forgot what it's called, but she'll show you about it. You'd be surprised what our girls have been exposed to, the trafficking. A lot of it starts there on the computer. And if you don't even know how to get on a computer, you don't know how to put down measures to keep them safe, then you have put in your home a predator that could take out your most valuable asset, your child. You're giving them a cell phone and you don't give them the warning labels. It's like putting them in there without a seatbelt and driving 100 miles an hour and you're not in the car. So we have got to learn all of these cautions and things like that. learn how to make it our friends and utilize it properly. Because I say if all the people use it to put scriptures on there and talk about what God did and whatever, you know, then you would be using it as a discipling tool to reach the nations. Okay, and that's what a lot of the demons are doing. They're using it to suck in our kids, to send nude photos, to play these games and get into their minds. And we don't even know what's going on. We just know they're entertaining and being entertained, and they're not bothering us, you know. And so as long as they're not bothering us, this is a good item. This is a tool. You would not let a kid drive a car. So why would you let them be on here without you knowing what they're looking at and monitoring their time? So I really have a really big pet peeve with that, because social media can be so good, but we're not using it for as good as we could be doing. So definitely come out and look into that, right? Because the people are fishing for our kids, okay? And even adults. We talked about this in one of the groups. I don't know if it's the dating one or not, but all these dating apps where, you know, you don't want to go out to the club, so you're clicking on these dating apps, and then you get somebody and you give them the information. They're fishing and that kind of stuff, and you think you're dating this young, beautiful man or woman, and you come back and it's an old buzzard that, you know, so you'd be like, you don't look like your picture. Okay. But anyway, that's one this is the one I want, y'all. Let's see where okay. I have been, you know, I'm really into governance and the government and social justice and voting and all those things, of making sure that I know what is going on in the world around me. Because while we're out at the spa, out at the beach spending money, the laws are being changed to enslave us again. So I got to know what's going on. So I want to know it, and I want to share with you guys and give you an appetite for learning to watch more than just the Black television shows, sitcoms, comedy, you know, those kind of things that are entertaining. And that's why one of the reasons why I don't do my conference that way, because I feel like we're entertained enough. We need to open our eyes and stop being entertained. Okay, so we need to. So what I'm doing is critical race theory. You don't know what it is? We're going to talk to you about it. We're going to break it down. Okay. So critical race theory is going to be talked about there as well, and that's the one I'm going to be really in on. So now listen, it's about time for us to be up. But listen, the first 100, you need to go to myfirstmet.com. That's our website, and you can learn more about the conference. But if you go to Hopin, they put it in the chat, or even just go to the website or the Facebook page, and on the flyer, there is a link, or somewhere on there, there's a link. You know how the links look. Click the link. It takes you straight into registration. Takes you yes, hopin.com. Thank you. It's hopin.com/events/WAFJ2. Okay. So if you do that, then it's going to take you straight in there. If you have any problems, let us know, but it's very easy to do that. And remember, the first 100, you get free t-shirts, and you get the free bag from our young entrepreneur. And I have some other free things too, but I'm not going to tell you all of the things, but there are going to be some wonderful, wonderful gifts for you. And this year, I wanted to give you not only some gifts and fun things, but I want to give you and empower you with something to speak about. Something that's worthy of speaking, that when you get through speaking, things change, lives change, minds change, the community changes, your home changes, okay? Because listen, we are speaking, but a lot of times we're not saying anything but foolishness. Come out and learn, change your mind, change your heart. So when you open your mouth, then what you speak is going to be powerful and empowering to someone else, and God will get the glory. So listen, go ahead and register now. We're running kind of short. We're almost out of that, close to that 100, and you don't want to miss out. And also, listen, share this with your family, your friends, your neighbors. There are plenty of people that need to hear what we have to offer. And it's not enough to just come yourself. You need to go ahead and share this with family. And the good thing about this conference, they can be in Africa and come. They can be in Japan. All you need to do is get the link. They can come from around the world virtually and get in on it, or they can come in person. So we just want you to be there. Remember to, don't forget about our little challenge, #IamSpeaking, okay? and send that flyer and that hashtag, because you might be the one to get that $50 gift card. All right. Well, listen, it's been fun. It's going to get funner as we get ready for the women's conference. I will see you Friday night at First Metropolitan Church. It's a place where you belong. So coming out to the conference, bring your friends so we can have a happy hour and get ready to hear what God has for us at the conference. See you next week.